No.
Yes or no?
No. Yeah. I can't memorize everything anyway. So I guess I should get started. I want to ask somebody in the audience. If anybody, I have parents. So how would it be, like, if someone could answer, how would it be like if you didn't have parents? Can anyone answer that?
Crap.
So I've also talked about my parents in video 9 and 18, and I work for my parents. I'm 29.
28.
So I live at home, and actually got in an argument with my parents, and I moved out and lived in my smart car. That was a long one. Actually, it was last week. So my parents, I'm 29, so you know they're older, so I get off at 1 p.m. and which is great. Every day is a half day. And my favorite part of the day is when my mom comes into my office and she puts her elbows like she puts her knuckles like this, and she's like, "You haven't even started yet, have you?" But I have the best parents. Some expressions that they use, for example, my dad will say, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." So if you're dead, you're supposed to be strong. Click. So my mom says, you know, when you have kids, you'll understand. I'm sure everyone's heard that. When you have kids one day, you'll understand. So my mom wants me to make the mistake first, and then wait 20 years, and then maybe I'll learn about what I did wrong. But my parents, all parents, they say, we have high standards, high expectations, and I was only 6 years old. I just wanted to play with mud. So my dad's a psychologist, and we tend to be critical. So the great thing about my dad being a psychologist is that he's a great friend, and his nickname for me is the lucky patient. But he conceives the gravity of words, and he's heard it all. He's heard crazy stories about the mentally ill. And we were on the patio and fixing the grill, and I tried to put the fuel line in the wrong, screw everything in the wrong hole, and he asked me if I was crazy. And I was like, "Well, you're crazy, doctor. Like, how am I supposed to know if I'm crazy?" That's like a pilot going and asking his passengers if anyone knows how to fly. I had done crazy stuff. It was raining a while ago, really a bad storm, and we were in Home Depot, and obviously, when it's raining, no one's in the parking lot. So I was trying to get a model number, and finally got about another Home Depot we had to go to, and there was a grandmother in an extended cab, and she was laying on the horn, and I turned around and I was like, "You could park anywhere you want. Why are you honking at me?" But I said it really, angrily. I was being crazy. So it's not the 80s anymore. But my parents do have to give a lot of good advice, but it's not the 80s anymore. They always say carry a wallet, because we went to a comedy show. I didn't have my wallet, and because I didn't have my license, I had to stay outside the comedy show for 2 hours. But a lot of the people my generation will understand. With wallets, they have gift cards, debit cards, and all those accumulate. I don't think anybody wears a wallet. Does anybody has a wallet anymore? Yeah, well, Mama, I'll start using the wallet, I guess. But I'm only 5'4", but I feel a little bit taller. And I told my dad, I was checking my height measure with the measuring tape, and I was like, "Dad, could you make sure with the whatever." Well, he was eating cantaloupe, and he came to me, And he's like, well, put your head straight. And he had his hands full of cantaloupe, and he put cantaloupe all over my face. But you know, the thing about my parents picking on me the most about is that I have a terrible direction sense. We were, I think, France, and I thought we were in Spain. But you know, that's how old people are. Like, they love to talk about directions. Parents, I guess. Parents love to talk about directions, and they can have like 15-minute conversations about like where they want to go, but they can't use GPS. So, I don't know what one of us will be doing. I'm done, so.